What's up, everybody? Welcome to RNG University. Today, we're finally going to open our Commander Legends Battle for Baldur's Gate set booster box. Hope I said all of that right. Oh, I forgot Dungeons and Dragons. So yeah, there's a bunch of things on this title. Supposedly, this garbage dumpfire, whatever set is terrible. But let's see what we get. Funny story about this set. I actually went to a pre-release. I think it was before the set actually started. I don't remember anymore. But I went to a pre-release. I got one of the pre-release packs. Amazingly, this time I did get rares in there. And even more amazingly, the one rare, or the one mythic rare that I did pull happens to be a foil copper dragon. That was insane. I was very happy about that. Let's see if I can actually, pull that kind of lucky this time. By the way, I did not win the pre-release. Turns out I was cheating the whole time. I had a commander that had a background, I had a commander that didn't have a background, and I was using a background. That is a big no-no. So, yeah, don't do that. I'm terrible at Magic. I never played this game before in my life. Don't ever want to play it again. And that is this booster box. Another funny story is the set booster not only comes with 24 booster packs. I think it's 24. Let me read it somewhere here. It's a booster display. Oh no, 18, not 20, not even 24. 18. Right here you can see the words 18 Commander Legends set booster packs, not the traditional 36, which I call bull on that. What the heck? Same price, half the packs. So that's what we get. We're gonna get half the packs. Hopefully these packs can maybe go outrageous value and outrageous cards in there, but who knows, right? That's why we're going to open these. Another thing, I do appreciate the packs. They open very easily. So, yeah, I'm going to get that little hamster rat dude. All right, that's all I want to do for this set. So here I got the, I don't even know what that is. Some shield thing. And then upside down forest. The best kind of forest is upside down. I don't even know where to put these because no one cares. And then we got Ganix Astro Unter. So yeah, we got an Unter. I don't know what it is, but apparently there's a bunch of Unters in this set. All right, and then we got a Sky Diamond. These diamonds are, I think they're all diamonds. These diamonds are very, very good looking. They're not good cards. They're trash. I mean, you can play an EDH for a draft maybe, but honestly, they're trash cards. But they are absolutely gorgeous, especially these ultra storybook art or whatever they're called. I love it. I'm gonna try to collect a foil set of them just because I can. And here we got a bunch of comments. I don't think anyone cares about these comments, so I'm going to put them on the side. Patriarch Sealed. Add 1 mana. And untap target legendary creature you control. Not good. 3 mana Mana Stone. Mana Rock is never good. Burnish Heart. Kind of out of the current standard. I don't think a lot of people would like to run this in Commander anymore. And then Cast Dawn. Destroy target non-legendary creature. And a Commander set. What is the point? Oh, and a funny story about this card, Amber Gristle's Old Mall. I think in our pre-release, every single pack within our draft had one of these lady, Dwarf Cleric, but one guy had 3. This one and then a foil one and another one somehow. I don't even remember. It was an awful draft experience, but yeah, we pulled one. And then we have our Scion of Halaster. Background, the first time you would draw a card each turn. Instead, look at the top 2 cards of your library. Put one of them in your graveyard and put the other one on top, then draw a card. Basically, allows you to filter graveyard strategies, blah, blah, blah. It might be good. And then, every pack of the set booster now comes with a etched foil. So that kind of drags down the price of etched foil because everyone can get it easily. Maybe there's a good one out there. I don't even know the price. This one is Corlissa Scale Singer. You may look at the top of your library anytime. You may cast dragon spells. It's a Simic dragon card. It's probably not that good. Who knows? And we got our Council of 4. Probably a pretty good commander. Pretty janky, but fun to play with. When a player draws their second card, you draw a card. Whenever a player casts their second spell, you can create a knight. So that also includes you. If you draw your second card, you can also draw a card. If you play your second spell, you can also create a knight. So, yeah, it's a pretty good card. I honestly think it's a pretty good commander, but it's Azuria, so it's going to get annoying very soon. People are going to start hating this when, people basically rule 0 Arbiter out of it, and they're going to bring Council of 4. But I'm glad, I do like that art. It looks pretty nice. And then we got the Gizero Monk. And we got the Initiative. Pretty fun new mechanic. It's kind of like the Monarch, but not Monarch because it's a dungeon. A lot of people are really poo-pooing the dungeon, but I like the dungeon sort of theme in the old D&D and in this D&D because they didn't make it too overpowered, but it's not trash, right? And because the Initiative is an effect where you can always try to utilize that to finish a dungeon, you can more or less always have a dungeon completed when you play EDH, which I think that's appreciative. So yeah, there you go, Undercity. It's something. All right, so yeah, that's the first pack. I went through it very slowly, kind of go through all the cards. But now that we went through the first pack and we still have only 17 left, I'm gonna go through it a little fast. Oh, here's a signed card. So yeah, it's signed by Dirkstone. I don't know how to say that guy's name or lady. I don't even know. Looks like a D, maybe a P. Pia Stone, Dia Stone. All right, so that's the artist. Thank you very much for contributing to the artwork. And then we got an upside down island. You know, when you have an upside down island, everyone drowns. All right, we got Rosilla, a Marvel Diamond, a bunch of commons, still commons. Oh, we got the same background again. A Scion of Halalazister, and Drill Mole, Dungeon Delver, Eye Mole, some uncommon cards. All right, so that's our uncommon, and then our edge foil is the Fellwide Visitor, commander creature you own. Oh, it's a background. So whenever one or more non-token creature you control deal combat damage to a player, you create a 1/1. It's not that good. All right, we got the Blade of Selves. I'm pretty sure that says Selves. I can't read. All right, equipped creature has Myriad, which is a funny ability. Costs 40 equip, so that's too much, and I don't like it. And it is what it is. Maybe it's good for an equipment deck. And then Dream Fracture. Counter target spell. Its controller draws a card. You draw a card. 3 mana, so it's weaker Arcane Denial. Cost 3. 3 mana counters is really not that good. Got a Soldier. This is not Initiative, so it is what it is. All right, it's 2 pack. 2 packs, 2 rares. I thought we would get more than 1 rare each of these packs since there's only, 18 packs. Upside Down Forest. All right, common, uncommon, Contact the Other Plane. Bunch of commons, and then we got OG, the Exquisite Blade. OG Exquisite Blade, enter the battlefield, you gain 2 lives, scry 2. There's a 5 mana card that pretty much has the same ability, except you draw 2 cards and not just scry 2. And then when you cast a second spell, exile target creature you control, return it to the battlefield, so it's a blinker. Maybe it's good. I don't actually know. I don't like it. Oh, we got Gorion Wise Mentor. He's very wise. His name is Gorion, so how smart can he be? Adventure Commander. Very fun. I really like that they have an Adventure Commander now. I might think of making an Adventure deck. All right, so there's that. And our etch is a wizard, Vahal Candlekeep Researcher. Vigilance, tap to add waste equal to its toughness, and then this mana can only be spent to cast spells from your hand, or can't be spent to cast spells from your hand. So maybe you can use it to cast other stuff like flashbacks, commander, activated abilities. Who knows? Maybe something to work around with. And then we got the Under Mountain Adventurer. Enters the battlefield, you take the initiative, tap to add green. If you complete a dungeon, add 6 instead. That's pretty good. It costs 4, so it's not good anymore. It's trash. Don't look at it. It's crap. All right, then we got our uncommon Emerald Dragon. So yeah, here's what it is. Oh, when I said Copper Dragon earlier, I meant Ancient Copper Dragon. The most expensive card in the set, apparently. I pulled out in the pre-release. That's probably a first for me and a last. I'm not gonna lie. Look at the cards I'm pulling now. All right, it's just on camera. I cannot perform. Dire Mimic. Forget I said that. So Valorous, Nightmare, Speaker, something. This lady again. Oh, and then we got our rare Noble Heritage. So this is the background where when this creature enters the battlefield, at the beginning of your upkeep, each player may put 2+1 on counter on a creature they control. For each opponent who does, you gain control of, you gain protection from that player until your next turn. So you get protection from your opponent, which might be nice. Oh, we got an edge foil rare. So here is Shadowheart Dark Justicar. I think that's I think that's how you pronounce that word. Sacrifice another creature, draw X card, where X is the creature's power, and you get to choose a background. I really like and don't like the choose a background mechanic. I think it's a good idea. It's kind of like partner, but the problem with that is they made all the choose a background commanders monocolor and all the backgrounds monocolor, which means you can only have 2 colors, and that's not how you want to play commander. All right, it's Baldur's Gate. So we don't need to battle for Baldur's Gate anymore. We got it. It's right here. Tap 2 to add X mana. So we're X number of gates. So it's Cabal Coffer for gates. Pretty nice. Oh, and we got a foil rare, Bane Lord of Darkness. That's your Esper rare. As long as your life total is half, all the lords have this ability, or all the gods have this ability. In Baldur's Gate, half your life. If your life is lower than half, it's indestructible. And whenever another non-token creature you control dies, target opponent may have you draw a card. If they don't, you may put a creature card with lesser equal value or lesser equal toughness from your hand onto the battlefield. So basically, your opponent will let you draw a card. Unless you can try to politics your way out of it. Oh, we got a list card. Man, this is old as me. What is this? Ascension? Dissension? I don't remember what that set is called. Discard a card from your hand. Okay, this is Divining Witch. Discard a card from your hand. Name a card. Reveal the top 6 cards of your library. Or remove the top 6 cards of your library. Reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a named card and put that into your hand. Remove all the cards. So this is basically that broken EDH card that exiles your entire library, and then you can Thassa's Oracle yourself to wink on. But on a card, that's pretty nice. I'm happy. If we're gonna pull a list card, that's probably a good one. I have no idea how much that's worth. It turns out it's gonna be worth like 50 cents or something. But hey, list card is list card. It's a rare. Foil Forest. Foil Forest is not upside down. Just, the heads up. We have Marble Diamond, Sky Diamond, Moss Diamond, Fire. Oh, there's lots of diamonds in this. And they're all not the same, which is, that's cool. Doesn't mean anything. Oh, I didn't even look at this one. Charcoal Diamond. So we got all the diamonds. Sky Diamond, and then some uncommons. And in our rare, Raphael. I can dance to this music too. Fiendish Savior. Other demon, devil, imp, and tiefling. What the hell is a tiefling? You control gets +1/+1 and have lifelink. At the beginning of each end step, if a card was put in the graveyard from anywhere this turn, create a 1/1 devil. When this creature dies, it deals 1 damage. Actually, a fun mechanic is that your creature tokens also die and get put into the graveyard, and as soon as they get put in the graveyard, they get exiled because they're not real cards. But it can still get triggered off this, I think. All right, Dungeon Delver. Here's our foil version of Scion of Halalalalalalalala. Fraying Line. When Fraying Line enters the battlefield, put a rope counter on target creature you control. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, that player may pay 2. If they do, they put a rope counter on a creature they control. Otherwise, exile Fraying Line each creature without a rope counter. So it's like O-Stone for creatures that your opponent can slowly try to save. Fun, but it's weird. And we got a foil island. Did we get 2 foils in this pack, and they're both lands? Ironic. Initiative. I don't even know if ironic is the right word. It's not disappointing, but it's also not fun. It's Here's foil playing. All right, we got a lot of foil lands. Not that these foil lands are going to worth anything. Funny how the land cycles, or not the land cycle, the lands in this set have flavor text. All right, so here's some uncommon, some Alora, Murray Thief uncommon, the Mystery Key uncommon. What does this even do? You go creature, deal combat damage to a player, sacrifice it, and you drop. That's nothing. All right, 9 Fingers, the Gate Commander. Funny how the Gate Commander is only 3 colors, but if it's at least it's a good 3-color combo, right? It's not Naya or anything that's really hard to combo. I guess even with Naya, as long as it has green. Can you imagine if it doesn't have green? That would be a terrible sort of combo for a gate without some sort of search. All right, Street Urchin. And then we got Vaconia Drow Apostate. They make the words hardest to pronounce in these like weird sets. At the beginning of your upkeep, if there are 4 or more creature cards in your graveyard, return a creature at random from your graveyard to your hand. To your hand. This is like basically bulk shaft commander. Mirror of Life Trapping. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield, if it was cast, exile it, then return all other permanent permanent cards exiled with Mirror of Life trapping to the battlefield under their owner's control. Pretty fun card. There might be some janky combos with it. The one thing that comes to mind is that if you can exile someone's commander with it, they have to make a choice right away whether or not they will want to put that in the command zone. Because if they do, the second ability will not ever trigger for their commander. But if they don't, you can exile the mirror so that basically their commander's exiled forever. Pretty fun sort of trick combo there. Here's Hezro, which is just another common adventure card. And a sap. Ooh, this is a funky looking sapling. Kind of reminds me of Berserk. Obviously not the character, but you know the little troll inside of Berserk. All right, we got another storybook art thing. Upside down mountain. Kaga Shadow Arc Baduit. I can't. I don't. It's a B or an H, right? I mean, obviously we know it's a B. It's a Baduit. All right, Cloak of the Bat. Bunch of commons. Here's our uncommon, and a lot of uncommons. Jeez. And then we got Candlekeep Sage. Background: when this creature enters the battlefield or leaves, draw a card. Oh, here's our first mythic. First mythic of the box. You serious? All right, well, here's an ancient copper or ancient brass dragon. I wish it was copper. Deal damage, roll d20. When you do, put any number of target creature card with total mana value X or less, where X is, you know, the value you rolled on your d20. So that's our mythic. And we got Baba Lysaga Night Witch. That's a long name. Sacrifice up to 3 permanent. If there were 3 or more card types among sacrifice permanent, each opponent loses 3 life. You gain 3 life, draw 3 cards. Sacrifice theme somehow? I don't know. Probably a good combo somewhere. And then Savork Deathbringer. It brings death. I don't want to read it. So here's a goat. And it has a shoe. That goat's rich. All right, we got one mythic. That's half the box. So that's kind of typical for me, I guess. All right, upside down swamp. Safana Caliport Cutthroat. Yeah, it's that commander lady that makes treasures. Unless you complete a dungeon, then it makes 3 treasures. All right, so here's some bunch of uncommons. You actually get a lot of uncommons in this set instead of commons. Just look at the sort of ratio. And then we got the Flaming Fist. And we got Will, Blade of Frontier. This is a foil rare, etch foil rare. If you roll one or more, if you roll one or more die, instead roll that many +1 and ignore the lowest row. The lowest row? What if I don't want to ignore the lowest row? It should be let me ignore one of the rows. When you roll one or more die, put a +1 on counter. Just put a +1 on counter. It's not even the number. It's just a +1 on counter. That's maybe it's good. I don't know. It's die commander. Duke under Ravengar. That guy looks important. Looks like he's the artwork for something. At the beginning of a combat on your turn, another creature you control gains haste and myriad. Okay, so that's what it is. Myriad commander. Until the end of the turn, obviously. And this is another Vakon draw something. There's a list card. A 6 mana, 6/5 trample common. Why is that a list card? Who wants this on the list? The disparity on the list is insane. Just why would anyone want this? Okay, and then we have another land, Foil Mountain, Amber Gristle Omal. That's an uncommon. Moss Diamond. There's our commons. No, that's an uncommon. Bane Contingency counter. If spells counter, Scrytude and draw a card. 3 mana counters. Probably not going to be very useful. Cultist of the Absolute. This is the background where your commander gets +3/+3. Flying, Death Touch, Ward, pay 3 life. All of that, but at the upkeep, you got to sack a creature. So if you can't sack anything else, you got to sack your commander. All right, and then we got Foil Etch Rare, not rare, Foil Etch Lulu, Lolly, Holofan. At the beginning of your end step, if a permanent you control left the battlefield this turn, +1 on counter. On each tap creature you control, then untap them. So somewhat of a combo, maybe, or a blink combo. But again, even if you can choose a background, at most you can have 2 colors. And 2 color commanders are pretty hard to make. And then we got Owl, Bear, Cub. Mama's coming! Whenever Owl, Bear, Cub attacks, A player who controls 8 or more lands. Look at the top 8 cards of your library. You may put a creature from among them onto the battlefield tap and attacking that player. Ooh, that's a lot. All right, so maybe a good card. I don't actually know. This seems like it could be good, but your opponent has to have 8 lands. At that point, you probably already lost, or it's a very draw game. And as a draw game, how good is this? Who knows? All right, we got Murkrow, the Lord of Bones. This is another one of the lords that's indestructible if you have half life. And when another creature you control dies, you may exile it. If you do, create a token copy. Except it's an enchantment and loses all the card types, so it's not even a creature anymore. And that might be good. And then we got Lozan Dragon's Legacy. So this is our Altar Art or Storybook Art foil. I don't actually like these Storybook Art foils. They don't look very foily. These actually just look like they're not foil at all. It's just the art in the background looks foil. And maybe that's the style they're going for, but could have done better. Oh, and then we got Braggle, King Eternal in the list. That's probably a good list card. I think a lot of people like this guy as a commander. The problem with that is just looking at it. Ugh. I have so many of these from Conspiracy. All right, what else we got? We got Planks. We got Silverus, uncommon. Some commons. Some uncommon. Agent of Shadow Trees. Here's our Cutthroat. Ooh, here's our second mythic of the day. Finally, an Elminster. The weird-ass commander planeswalker that only has 2 abilities, unless you count his passive ability, which just, instead of scrying, now you can cast spells for less. Maybe it's good. Maybe someone will find break the game combos. I just feel like they could have made it better. And then we got Dragon Cultist. Our foil etch is our Kaga Shago Archdruid. So this one, we now know it's an Archdruid. And mill, so whenever it attacks against Death Touch until the end of turn, and you mill 2 cards, drain your end. Once during each of your turn, you may play a land or cast a permanent card from cards in your graveyard that were put there. So after you mill, you can use it. All right, Mighty Servant of Legul. Trample, Ward, discard card. When this dude becomes crewed for the first time each turn, if it was crewed by exactly 2 creatures, it gains whenever this creature deal combat damage to a player, draw 2 cards. So I don't know why the first time matters that much, since it's, it has to do combat damage. Maybe it's just so that you don't keep drawing. All right, Kindred Discovery. This is actually a very, very good card in tribal decks. When it comes to play, you choose a creature type, and whenever a creature you control of the chosen type enters the battlefield or attacks, you get to draw a card. So it's the or attacks part that makes it so there's 2 sides of this, and you can draw a lot of cards. But it does cost 5 mana, so it's more of a slower card. Still, I think it's a pretty good card. And then we got Ocean Dragon and the Initiative. All right, so that's about 2/3 of the box. I lost count. Upside Down Mountain, of course, and then we got Lightning Bolt. I do appreciate that they had this new art for Lightning Bolt. It's just could have made that art better. All right, so here's some uncommons. Wilson Refined Grizzly. That's a funny uncommon. All right, and then we have Flaming Fist. I don't think they thought this name through. Flaming Fist. Whenever this creature attacks, it gains double strike for a background. All right, and then we got Monster Manual. Mill 5 cards, then return a creature card milled this way into your hand, and then you may put a creature from your hand onto the battlefield. That's a pretty good ability. It's like Elvish Viper. Young Red Dragon. That's not a good ability because you tap 2 to create a treasure, and you tap 4 to put it into play, so it's nothing. Ooh, a Bunny Rabbit. A Bunny Rabbit has 1/1, so it's about the same power and toughness as a regular human. That's kind of scary. All right, and then we have Forest, Moss Diamond. We got Wayfarer's Bauble. Big crash on this card, no longer worth $5. I think it's worth like 20 cents now. But if you have time, pick some up. It might go up because I don't think they're gonna reprint this all the time. All right, and then we got Master Chief. All right, we got Aladundu the Seer. So that was my commander that was running that did not have a background, that I tried to run with a background. Sorry, I'm just bad at the new abilities. And then we have Blade of Selves again. And we got a Banishment that has a terrible middle sort of a cut line. I don't know if you can see that on the camera. But if you just look through the foiling, you can see that there's a middle line right here. Yeah, so Banishment, Banish. Oh, we got a Lucky Clover as a list card. That's insane. This is a very good card. I love it. It's for Adventure. Whenever you cast Adventure, instance, or sorcery spell, you can copy it. You may choose a new target. I love this card. I didn't actually pull that many in Eldraine because I didn't buy that many packs in Eldraine, but I do play this on Arena all day, every day. All right, upside down. Planks. Arona's Gloomstalker. Please don't stalk me. Elling Harbor's Busybody. Yep, Busybody, all right. Oh, we got Nature's Lore. Nature's Lore is a common. At least 3 Visa was an uncommon. That's crazy. I might have skipped some Nature's Lore back then. But Nature's Lore is a good card. You should also, pick some up if you have the time. That is an amazing card. And then we got Ragdraga Gorgut Bots. Each creature you control with mana ability gets +2/+2. Whenever a creature you control with a mana ability attacks, untap it. Whenever you cast a spell, if at least 7 mana was cast, untap target creature, +1/7, trample, blah, blah, blah. Basically, Mana Door Commander. All right, we got Background, Candlekeep, and then we got Alsteron the Decadent. Death Touch, Lifelink at the beginning of your end step, you get to choose one. Either you can Feed, which means the target opponent loses the life they already lost, or Friends, you gain life equal to life you already gained this turn. Our third mythic of the day. Finally, 3 mythics. Fun of Magic. Not a great mythic, I think. Instant sorcery spell you cast costs 1 less for each time you've cast a commander from your command zone this game, which means you have to keep casting your commanders, which I don't know how often you get to do that and still win. All right, we got Bane's Contingency as a foil, and then we got Magic Minigame Roll for Initiatives. I'm not gonna play that. All right, so we've got an Elder Dragon, Elder Brain thing, and then Goggle of the Night. Guts. Common, not Nature's Lore. Uncommon. We got another Ragdraga Gore Boss again. 2 packs back to back. And then we got Guild Artisan as our foil etch. The background, whenever this creature attacks a player, if no opponent has more life than that player, you create 2 treasure tokens. That's treasure deck, basically. And Lazil Valakith Champion. All right, so this is definitely, a box art. If you would put 1 or more counters on a creature or planeswalker you control, or on yourself, put that many +1 on each of those counters instead. It's just +1. It's not double, so I don't know. Maybe it's good. Again, choose a background, monocolor, so a dual color commander at best. I don't know. Prophetic Prison. This is just comes into play, draw a card, and it filters mana. It doesn't add mana, so it's not even a mana rock. Nothing. All right, Fairy Dragon. Go over there. That's the tokens. All right, 4 more packs. What else are we gonna get? We got some guy with a hook in his belly, and then a island. Commander Lara Pora. Some commons, not Nature's Lore. Some uncommon, that's Stone Skin. And our first rare is another Babalaga, Far Traveler. That was the background I was trying to run, but illegally. Criminal Past. This is another background. This creature gets +X/0, where X is the number of creature cards in your graveyard. Graveyard deck, maybe. Our 4th mythic of the day, Storm King Thunder. Whenever you cast an X instant sorcery spell this turn, copy it X times. You may choose a new target. I don't know. You gotta have a lot of mana to do this. It costs 3 red already. It's hard to pull off. Foil rare, that's not good. And, we got an Unwinding Clock. This is an amazing card. Untap all artifacts you control during each other player's untap step. So, yeah, this is an amazing card. The funny thing about this is I have a lot of these already. I forgot what set it is from, but I guess it's from New Phyrexia. I think that's the set symbol. Yeah, I have a bunch of these from New Phyrexia. And, yeah, so if I didn't have a bunch of these, I would be so happy to get this. I think this card is also worth like $30. Very good. The thing about this, I think some people don't realize, is that there are actually artifact lands. So you untap your mana rocks, you untap your artifact lands, and you untap any artifact that has synergy or combo. It does not have to be degenerate. It could just be untapping regular artifacts. That could already be good. Also artifact creatures. All right, so it's Upside Down Mountain, Charcoals, or Diamonds. Common, common, common. Korosa, something common, common, or uncommon. Flaming Fist again. All right, we got the Imoan Mystic Trickster, or 2. At the beginning of your end step, if you have an initiative, draw a card, draw another card if you completed a dungeon. So maybe 3 mana at the end of your turn, draw 2 cards. If that has that ability, is that even good? As a commander, I don't know. And then we have Traverse the Outlands. Search your library for up to X basic lands, where X is the greatest power among creatures you control. Put those cards into the battlefield, tapped, and shuffle. Costs 5 for a for ramp. Usually, if it costs like 2, you get to ramp 1, right? It costs 4, you get to ramp 2. Costs 5, you get to ramp at least 3. So I don't know how good this is. And then we got another Bane Lore of Darkness. We already got one of these. Foil Mountain. We also have one of these. And then the Initiative. All right, 2 more packs. Let's see what's the last 2 packs we can get. All right, so we got Island, Decadent, something common, 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 common. So lots of commons. Undercity Sweep, some uncommon. Oh, we got Mirren, Sentinel Worm. This is our dragon commander. Whenever non-token or Flying War 2, whenever a non-token dragon into the battlefield, you can create a token copy. Except it is a legendary, so that's amazing for dragons, right? And yeah, that's very good dragon commander. And not a very good background. And then we got Popular Entertainer as our edge rare. It is commander creatures you control have whenever one or more creatures you control do combat damage to a player, go target creature. So it's a gold commander. And a Basilisk Caller. This card, it used to be a lot of money. Not sad that I pull it. And then we got Flaming Fist Officer. It's like up 1 step up from the Flaming Fist, I guess. All right, and then we got Pegasus. All right, last pack. We got 4 mythics, 1 dragon. So, this is probably your average pack. And we got Wilson Refined Grizzly again. And here's some commons. Here's some uncommons. Oh, to look upon the Tyrax is how I keep winning that game, just by, fogging every turn. I had one that returns a card, and then I had this, and I just blink that guy that returns a card, and then I just keep fogging until my opponents quit. All right, we got an Etch Foil Rare, Bane Lore of Darkness, so that's our 3rd Bane Lore of Darkness, this box. And then we got Astrom, the Decadent, that's our 2nd Astrom, and then we got a Crystal Dragon. So that's the whole pack. We only got 4 mythics, and off the 4 mythics that we got, one of them was a Planeswalker and one of them was a Dragon. So that's something. Well, I think the list card is actually better than the mythics that we pull, which is kind of sad but kind of funny. But that's a set box. It is what it is. These set boxes are really hit and miss. But if you can hit the good dragons, that would be a very good set box. That's all I want to talk about. Next time, I'm going to try to see whether or not they finally ship my collector box so I can open something that's actually worth value, or not get anything actually worth value. That'll be fun. See you guys next time.